right. Welcome, friends and family. On behalf of the Alberta Female Hockey League, I would like to congratulate the 2018-19 St. Albans Slash as Canada's National Female Midget AAA champions, winners of their third straight SO Cup.
Okay, you're on, bro.
Congratulations. Players that play the game, coaches and trainers that dedicate their time and guidance, the parents that spend countless hours driving their kids and cheering them on. We thank you. Best of luck to all the teams. Good luck.
If I could have head coach Dan Ockenberg come out and present the rings. Don't fall, Jason. First up, we have Dale Ross. This is her first SO Cup ring, maybe not her last. Next, we have Taylor Anchor. Taylor's in her first season with the U of A Pandas. Next, Isabelle Lejeune. She's a three-time winner, also in her first season with the U of A Pandas. Alexis Butts, who could not be here, she has 2 SO Cup wins. Moving on to Riley Smith. Her first SO Cup. Brooklyn Schroeder, number 9.
Okay. Yeah.
Kamea Brzozowski. Two-time SO Cup winner, Allie Wright. We give a hand to Mackenzie Ford, who could not be here.
I'll give you a thumbs up when you're good.
Next, Jaden Bogdan, 2-time SO Cup winner. And Jada Pisani, also. Put your hands together for Kaya Vale, who also could not be here today, 2-time SO Cup winner. And next we have Bronwyn Boucher. Tiana Yaremko, who is also in her first season with the U of A Pandas. Put it together for Natalie Kieser. First-time SO Cup winner. Keep it rolling for Jenna Goodwin. And your captain from last season, 3-time SO Cup winner, Madison Willen. Also with the U of A Pandas. McKenna Shetler could not be here, but she is a 3-time SO Cup winner. Put it together for her. Next, Holly Barrett, first-time SO Cup winner. And we have her mentor, 3-time SO Cup winner, Brianna Sang. Now, the grand ribbons. For the coaches, we have Dan Ockenberg, 3-time SO Cup winner. Sandro Pisani. Julia Sharon, also a 3-time winner. Melissa Cooper, first-time winner. Jessica Dick, first-time winner. And Lauren Oscapella, also a first-time winner. Now, if I could have the starters come out and line up for the national anthem. Sang by Tiana Pisani. Tiana Pisani.
Hello and welcome to the Go Auto Arena here in St. Albert, Alberta, Canada. My name is Wyatt Ziegler. I am joined alongside Madison Gummo for her first ever game in the AFHL. Our director today, Rob Zitlow for ICU Video Productions. This is an ICU Video Productions procast that we are happy to bring to you. And we see stepping onto the ice the three-time defending ESO Cup champion, St. Albert Slash. A nice introduction to their season. And remembering the players from last year, they're playing the Rocky Mountain Raiders, who are off to a better start than last year. They come off a shootout loss yesterday to Calgary, a real close one. They were a team who in 2017-18 were the first place in the AFHL. A bit of a fall from grace last year, but they're looking to put it all back together once again this year with a bit of an older squad. And with that, I bring in Madison. Madison, how excited are you for tonight's game?
Oh, I'm really looking forward to it. It's my first time color commentating, like you said, so I'm excited to have the experience, and we'll see. I'm sure it'll be a great game.
And we're happy to have you here as we get set for puck drop. Allie Reich will take the opening faceoff for the St. Albert Slash, and they'll win it. Kelsey Hall streaking in the right wing side. Loads up, fires that shot through his screen. Puck is loose, rebound, another save. Whistle blown a little early. Already being tested in net is Haley Lawrence, rookie goaltender. She had to make a couple beautiful ones there, Madison. It's a good start for the St. Albert Slash. Already 2 shots on goal. Just 7 seconds into the first frame. They're bringing the heat. Puck grab behind the net by Allie Reich. She centers in front. Another save for Lawrence. Like a fish out of water in the crease. She is being tested. Taking a look at the Tim Hortons replay here. You can see the setup by Reich. She goes behind the net, waits for a man to come down to the slot. Beautiful shot, just couldn't beat the goaltender. Another excellent chance for the Slash. They've already had 2, and we're not even 30 seconds into this contest. Rocky Mountain will get that puck out of their zone, but it's going to come back in. That'll go all the way down for an icing. Early on, it's clear the Slash have their legs going. We'll have to see how Rocky Mountain responds with a couple chances of their own, I'm sure. Jade Cadu on the faceoff there. She lost that one. Had herself a heck of a game on Friday. Couple of goals in that one. In her debut with the Slash, of course, played Lloydminster Steelers last season. That puck disrupted by the aforementioned Cadu. We're bandy all over here. We got a bevy of bodies in that corner there. It is Rocky Mountain who does come up with it. They're going to play it off the boards. Takes a bit of a hop. And now Slash are going to have to reach in own zone. Riley Smith, she's got a player draped all over her. Does cross the line onside. And the Slash are going to try and get back to work in this Rocky Mountain zone. Already a couple quality chances early in this one. Pass intended for Hobbs is picked off by Keyser. Bronwyn Boucher in there to help out. And it comes through to McDonald, who couldn't get the shot off. Good defensive play out in front by Jocelyn Elliott. Rocky Mountain will flip that one up. It'll be held by Hobbs. New addition to this Rocky Mountain Raiders team. She spent last season with the Calgary Fires. We have a pass picked in front by Goodwin. Shoots it. She scores. Jenna Goodwin says, "How are ya?" Just 2 minutes into this contest, the Slash are up 1-0. Take a look at the replay here, Madison, and an errant pass, and it just gets buried. You can't be making those.
And that's actually going to be her first of the season.
It's a good start for Jenna Goodwin, who finished the season at a point a game as a rookie. She's on the board first for St. Albert. Ross controlling her own zone. Takes a look up, and she's going to make a move, but that pass is picked. Wiltshire doing the job there, and Trotter gets it at the point, but it is gloved down by Ross. Jada Bogdan trying to fight for that one. The pass up ahead for Goodwin does not reach the intended target, and Trotter's going to come up with that one. Rocky Mountain here now moving into the St. Albert zone, but a good job by Bogdan there. Steal the puck. It'll come up to Borbandi. Rocky Mountain having a hard time getting passes through this St. Albert D. That's another one picked by Dale Ross. She's got Wiltshire in her face, though. She's going to have to make a couple moves. Rocky Mountain retreating. That's Welby. Slash do a good job once again, stripping that puck off a Rocky Mountain player. And it's Allie Reich who has the assist in this one. Beautiful feed. And that pass is picked off by Welby. Good job in front of her own net. Rocky Mountain trying to move out of the zone now. It's Wiltshire. She had that puck hop off her stick. And now Pisani is up ahead for Cadu. Cadu in between two players, and she gets sandwiched there, rubbed out. She will get the puck back and throw it back into the zone. It's Trotter. Cross to her partner, up and out of the zone. Lises for St. Albert picked that one. Battle in the corner, Madison. We're going to see a lot of those battles in the corner. Don't be surprised if you see a whistle or two with the puck frozen. That's a good defensive tactic that these teams like to use. Santos drops that one back in her own zone. Riley Smith will pinch in and steal that one off the stick of Sydney Benko, also a first-year player with the Rocky Mountain Raiders. She spent last season with the Calgary Fire as well. Picked up 18 goals and added 2 assists. She had one yesterday as well. Lisa's beating off the puck, but Keyser came in to help, and now she gets it up to Boucher. She's got McDonald on her left side. Boucher looking to shoot, and that's what she'll do, but it is blocked in front. Good job by Abby Borbandi. Shut down the chance there, but it's Keyser on the loose puck. Ross from Meffam. That one was intended for a tip, and it's stopped by Boucher. Boucher back on that loose puck. She'll try to find a teammate, but can't, and Rocky Mountain's going to clear this puck. Shot comes on net. Referee refusing to blow the whistle there, and Rocky Mountain's going to play it ahead. Pedem Sand. Abby Borbandi flips that one back into St. Albert zone, and that's going to be another icing charge to the Rocky Mountain Raiders. 14-11 left here to play in the first period. Shots 4-0 for the St. Albert Slash. It has been all Slash so far in this one. Now, Madison, what have you thought about the pace of play so far in this one?
So far, the game's been pretty one-sided for the Slash here. It's been quite fast-paced in the Raider zone. However, we haven't seen much action in the Slash zone.
And you are right, and that's something the Raiders are going to have to change if they want to tie this one up. And that's Pedem Sand who's going to get that one in. McKibben giving chase, but it comes out to the point. Wiltshire will just play that one in. She's looking to make a change. Pass pick behind the St. Albert net. Rocky Mountain's got it. Tries to go through a body and can't. Good job of St. Albert to stay in the lanes. Rocky Mountain relentless, though. They're still looking for their first shot on net in this one. They're going to have to wait a little longer as St. Albert clears the puck. It's Santos on it for Rocky Mountain. Up ahead to Wiltshire. Kelsey Hall on it. She's going to backhand that one. It'll be played behind the net by Schroeder. She's got Reich with her. Tried to leave it to her, but a little bit of a miscommunication there, but it's Schroeder who ends up on it. She's got Hall in front. That pass flipped, and that one's going to go all the way back down into the St. Albert zone. This line for St. Albert, Schroeder, Reich, and Hall are buzzing tonight. They've gotten all of the quality chances so far for St. Albert. Play developing there. Looks like we're going to get our first penalty of the game. That one's going to go to Riley Smith. That'll be 2 minutes for body checking. A little bit of interference as well, as she wasn't going to let the Rocky Mountain player get to the puck. But now we have our first power play of the night, and it is going to the Raiders. Wonderful opportunity for them to put a couple shots on net and really start testing Mabel Maltese, making her first start in the AFHL. Face-off will come to the left of her, and it is one. Benko controlling for Rocky Mountain over to Abby Borbandi. That shot gloved out of the air, and that's her first save in a St. Albert Slash uniform. Mabel Maltese got that one through a bit of traffic. Take a look here on the St. Albert replay, the Tim Hortons replay, and that's her first save of the night. And for Rocky Mountain, they're on the board in this one. Almost sister to sister, but that one's picked off. It's Kamea Brzozowski. Support is coming in, though. Gets a shot off, but it's wide. This is an aggressive penalty-killing team, the St. Albert Slash. You won't ever see him stop skating. But here comes Rocky Mountain the other way. Centering pass from Benko, couldn't find a body. Abby Borbandi in once again to fire that one just a little wide of the net. St. Albert, chance to clear and they can't. Good hold by Borbandi. She finds Clouston. Clouston in there, takes a shot and just barely misses. Couple of great chances for Rocky Mountain on this power play. Another shot comes in. That one's high and wide, though. That'll be played by MacDonald. And that time it will get past Borbandi. Minute gone here in the power play. Seen a couple of chances for the Raiders so far. They're working in once again. It's Clouston. She has Hobbs in front. Clouston takes a lap behind the net. Gets it up to the point for Trotter. Back to Clouston. Takes a look. Goes to the far side for Wiltshire. That one is blocked. Doesn't find its way to the net. Allie Wright credited with that one. And that pass is picked. Dale Ross reading the tea leaves there. And now she's going to move her own way. Takes that shot kick to the corner. 15 seconds left here to go to the penalty. Riley Smith. St. Albert on the verge of killing this one. Play behind the net as Kieser gets tied up with a Rocky Mountain player. She gets it up ahead to Williams, who's lost that puck in her equipment, and we're going to have a whistle. 10:41 remaining here in the first period. Shots are 5-1 for the St. Albert Slash. Decidedly favor a bit of ice tilt going on so far in this one. Picked by Boucher. She's going to take a full lap out there. And she's still going. Tries to center that one, but too many bodies in the way. Low percentage play for St. Albert. MacDonald just couldn't hold the line, but she is able to spin off a check and throw it back in. Rocky Mountain still unable to get out of their own zone. Hemmed in once again is a pick by Hall. Hall moving in, takes a shot. What a save. Lawrence had to be sharp there. Kelsey Hall walked in and tried to pick that blocker side. Bogdan giving pressure to Santos. Bogdan walks through Santos. She's going to try and put that one on net. It's loose in front. Jenna Goodwin couldn't get it. The puck is still loose. Referee's going to blow the whistle. They lost sight of it. Jenna Goodwin that close to her second. Take a look here at the Tim Hortons Replay, and what are we looking at, Madison?
Right now we're just watching as the puck was completely loose all over the goal line. I can't believe that wasn't a goal.
I can't believe so either. And Rocky Mountain, they're going to hold their collective breaths. It was almost a 2-0 game here. And that's that top line of St. Albert. They might be missing Madison Willen, who's in her first year at the U of A Pandas, but Bogdan and Goodwin, also two strong members of that line, and they get a good chance there. Puck up but not out. Smith walking the line there, is able to get it to Goodwin. St. Albert doing a tremendous job of line defense. They are not letting this Rocky Mountain Raiders team leave their own zone. They're hemmed in there. Elliott gets that pass up across, but it is just a little out of reach, and that's going to be another icing coming against this Rocky Mountain Raiders team. Maybe some tired legs for the Raiders. They were in action last night. A 3-2 shootout loss to the Calgary Fire. St. Albert opened up their season on Friday in Morinville. This is technically their home opener. Buck in the corner, comes out for McDonald. She's going to put it in there. Takes a bit of a weird hop off the stanchion, and Schroeder and Reich another chance. Blocked in front, puck is loose. Allie Reich coming in to support. Kelsey Hall, we saw her had an excellent chance just earlier in this period. Shot doesn't make its way through. Good block in front by the Raiders, and they will clear this time. And that's just going to be enough for icing. Bit of an unlucky bounce there at the end for Rocky Mountain as they're holding on. St. Albert has come out firing on all cylinders. 8:11 left to go here in the first period. Shots 7-1 for the Slash. That one shot for the Raiders coming on the power play. That's Metham at the point. Clouston, a new addition to this Rocky Mountain Raiders team. She spent last year Red Deer Sutter Fund Chiefs, picking up 2 goals, 7 assists. It's good for 9 points. That would put her second on team scoring from this Rocky Mountain team from last year. Quite a young team last year. A lot of returning players this year, though. Hobbs just a step offside. She was saying she was being interfered with there. But the referee already blew the whistle, so there's no doing there. Face-off one controlled by St. Albert. That pass is picked by Borbandi. It's been solid defensively so far for this Rocky Mountain squad. Borbandi once again on it for Rocky Mountain. Gets it up, but that pass is picked by Lisis, and Keyser is going to pound that one back into the Rocky Mountain zone. Smith with it now. Gets it over to Boucher. Boucher walking in 1-on-2. Both teams making changes. Boucher takes that shot. Goes off a defender and wide. Here comes Bogdan, another shot, and that's a save for Lawrence. Wiltshire now, the head of steam, walks in, fakes the shot, drops it. Play developing here. It's a backhand, goes on net, and Maltese steers that one aside. Trotter at the point for Rocky Mountain. That pass intended for Welby doesn't find its way there, and she's going to get a second chance at it. It'll be Wiltshire first on the loose puck. Wiltshire got caught up in between a couple of bodies here. St. Albert not allowing any passing lanes. Bogdan pass ahead pick, but she grabs it back herself, and that is going to be an offside as Grinnell. That pass was intended for her, and she would have hit it in stride, but good defense by Trotter. She was able to stop the pass before it became anything, and we're going to get a much-needed stop here for the Raiders. 6:03 remaining, first period. And we saw a bit of a push from the Raiders that last series, able to get one more shot on goal. Allie Wright tries to go through everyone. And Kelsey Hall was in there to try to clean it up, but Haley Lawrence has stood on her head tonight. She looks like a break dancer in net. Take another look at the Tim Hortons replay, and you see the hands of Reich there just walk through this Rocky Mountain team. She'll be back out there to take the face-off, and Rocky Mountain will win that. Up ahead for Benko, who can't get around Ross. Now be Hall, takes a walk into the slot, trips over her own skates there, and now Rocky Mountain's coming the other way. Benko. Lost her stick on the play. Allie Wright tying her up, wasn't going to let her get in, and a trip there, no call, as Schroeder was making her way into the Rocky Mountain zone. Benko centering pass, and that one won't get all of it.
Tensions definitely seem to be rising here as we finish off the first period.
Yeah, 15 minutes gone here, and only one penalty so far, but we've seen the physical play pick up. Raiders starting to close the gap the last couple minutes as Borbandi takes a shot that won't reach the net. Hobson-Smith battle for it as Rocky Mountain that comes up with it. Could do that puck picked off her stick. Up ahead for Brzozowski. Backhand pass over the Rhodes. Rhodes, an assistant last night game, lets that one go from a good angle. McDonald picks that puck. The defenseman walks in, gets a second shot at it. Both can't reach the net. Credit to the Raiders. They have done a good job getting in the shooting lanes. Shots could be closer to 20-3 if it wasn't for all these blocks. McDonald, that shot goes wide, probably looking for a tip. Elliott with a nice set of hands there, but she couldn't finish off the move. Icing waved off as it hit a slash player, and now Pedham Sand with a full head of steam meets Pisani in the corner boards. McKibben will put that one in. Ross for St. Albert, first on it, makes a cut. She's looking ahead, and she does find that pass to Boucher, who's swallowed up by a couple of Raider players. Goodwin, centering pass for Ross, couldn't connect. That puck still on its heel. Ross winds up, fires that one, blocked on its way. Another block for this Raiders team. Goodwin back in the zone. She has Bogdan, gets rubbed out there by Matthews. That'll be a penalty every time. And you were saying it, Madison. These two teams are starting to get a little more chippy, and we see it there. St. Albert Slash getting their first power play of the night. And another look at the Tim Hortons replay there. You'll see it right at the end there. Matthews, bit of an undisciplined play, went all for the body. And now St. Albert a chance to go up 2 with just 3:09 remaining in the first. Bogdan working over the left circle. Takes that shot, intended for a pass in front to Pisani. Drawn up play there is came oh so close to getting a tip on net. And Rocky Mountain will clear. 30 seconds already ticked off this power play for St. Albert. No shots on goal. Pisani moving up ahead for Bogdan. Tips it over to Grinnell. Grinnell in the slot, takes that shot, tried to go above the shoulder. Net is off its moorings. moving anyways. I don't know if the referees have caught that yet. It'll be another Rocky Mountain clear. Now with possession in the St. Albert zone and this penalty kill, it's Sydney Benko. Always dangerous when she's on the puck. Schroeder up the middle, drops it for Hall. Hall moving over to the left side. Has options, tries to take that shot, and it's another block from Rocky Mountain. Done a tremendous job so far in this penalty kill. A chance is coming here. Abby Borbandi tried to center that one for Benko once more, but nobody was home, and a bad pass is picked off in the slot. Shot comes in. What a chance there for Rocky Mountain to get things tied. Bit of a lazy play out of St. Albert. Almost results in a goal for the Raiders. That was Captain Kaya Borbandi, one of two Borbandis on this Raiders squad. And we're going to have another penalty coming up to the Raiders. Bit of a soft one there as Ingram went for the poke check and just caught a skate. And now we're going to see a 5-on-3 for 13 seconds. And then continued 5-on-4 action after that. Take another look at that penalty. As you see, it was more of a step on a stick compared to a trip, in my opinion. But in real time, so hard to tell. Bogdan over to Ross. Goodwin takes that shot, a laser, and just goes wide. Puck is still loose and bobbling out front. Matthews out of the box for Rocky Mountain, back to 5-on-4. They still got one more penalty to kill, and that's a good start as Trotter's just going to send it all the way down, and Matthews is going to give chase. Outlet pass intended for Grinnell. Doesn't reach it, and Elliott will get there first. 45 seconds remaining here in the first period. It's 1-0 for the St. Albert Slash. Shots on goal, 10-4. They've got a power play that will take them to the end of this period if they don't score. That's McDonald, fanned on the pass there. 30 seconds to work with. Over to Mepham. Back to the McDonald. D to Smith. Bottom for Keyser, centers that one. Boucher misfired on the shot. McDonald, a glorious chance on the rebound. 10 seconds remaining here. Chance for one more from the Slash. Pass it to the slot for Boucher, but she's tied up. 5 seconds left, and Rocky Mountain is going to clear this one. Escaping danger. A high-paced period of play there. Shots on goal at the end of it, 11-4 for the Slash. They leave the ice with a power play, and they'll come back with 33 seconds remaining on it and a chance to expand this lead 2-0. And Madison, what did you see that period from either team that you liked?
Yeah, I would have to say the shots on goal really doesn't accurately represent the domination that the Slash saw this period.
I would tend to agree, and it was a good job by the Rocky Mountain Raiders staying in shot lanes. They weren't allowing the Slash any quality chances outside of that real first minute where it was just all Slash. That'll do it for this period. We'll come back in just a few. We'll get a flood and a scrape. This is Wyatt Ziegler on behalf of Madison Gummow and Rob Zitlow, our director. This is an ICU Video Productions Procast. Stay tuned. We'll be back. Hello and welcome back inside the Go Auto Arena here in St. Albert, Alberta, Canada for a matchup tonight. St. Albert Slash against the Rocky Mountain Raiders. My name is Wyatt Ziegler on the behalf of Rob Zitlow, our director, and Kevin Kyle, our replay man, as well as Madison Gummo, our first ever female color girl.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. The first period was pretty interesting, to say the least.
Yeah, let's see. We saw a lot of Slash early on, and we'll take a look at the Tim Hortons replay here. And this is just in the first minute alone, a lot of pressure. And you see the goal there by Jenna Goodwin.
Yeah, she's coming off that was her first goal of the season. Last year she got 30 points, 12 goals. So she's obviously looking to keep that momentum going coming into this season.
And she was quite an impressive player last year. Already committed to university as a rookie, which is almost unheard of, but that's some real skill and talent. And you'll see plenty of that throughout this lineup. Players going to Team Alberta, Jaden Bogdan, who's of course a member of the U18 Canada team. 1-0 for the Slash. That was the only goal that we saw in that period, but they were pressing. Teams will switch sides here for the second period, which is about to get underway. And you'll see Abby Borbandi out there for the Rocky Mountain Raiders. She was a staple on that defense in the first period. Play after play, block after block. They're going to need even more of that from her, especially because they are going to start this period on the penalty kill. St. Albert Slash will have 33 seconds to work with here. And the second period is underway. The aforementioned Borbandi going to clear that one out, and that'll kill some time off this penalty. Dale Ross behind her own net, gets over to Pisani. Up ahead for Ali Reich. Reich will stop and take a look, gets it over to Pisani. Down across for Kelsey Hall. New addition to the St. Albert squad. Penalty has expired, and now it's a chance for Ingram as she steps out of the box. Ingram working right side, takes that shot right into the breadbasket. Maltese had to be sharp there, tested early as walking out of the box on net. Good job here, Rocky Mountain. A bit of puck luck for the Raiders as glorious chance comes in from Raquel Ingram. Shots are 11-5 for the St. Albert Slash, but the Raiders just need one. Lisis up ahead for Grinnell. Pass intended for Brzozowski, goes off her. It'll be St. Albert collecting first. It's Rhodes in her own zone. Over to Brzozowski. She's got Cadu in front, tries to find her. Good defense by Santos in front. Lisis back down for Cadu. Borbandi all over her. I mean, Sherfield that'll get that one up ahead now. Rocky Mountain stretch pass does reach her. Good job. Benko's on it. Makes another beautiful move, undressing Smith, but the help defense coming in. What a display of hands from Sydney Benko there. Williams has that puck taken. Keyser trying to make a cut to the net. Puck is loose. And McDonald will go behind the net and recollect it. Penalty coming to the Rocky Mountain Raiders. Mepham winds up, fires that one blocked. Still hasn't been touched by the Raiders. Another shot comes in, and we are going to get that whistle finally. Bit of an extended power play there as they had about 20 seconds of offensive opportunity there before heading on the man advantage. And that'll be Sydney Trotter, assistant captain for the Raiders, takes that penalty. 2 minutes for head contact. And the St. Albert Slash will get their second crack on the power play. 0 for 1 so far tonight. Sorry, 0 for 2 so far tonight. Bogdan, top of the left circle, goes to the point for Ross. Fakes a shot and goes to Meffam. Meffam, that shot is wide. Bogdan first on the loose puck, gets it up to Ross once again. Ross has to settle that one down. Finds Bogdan once again, waiting for a shooting lane to open up. That one does not reach the net. Wraparound chance in front. What a save by Lawrence. Ross back over to Meffam. Ross takes that shot, and that's blocked in front by a Raider. Good pressure early on in this power play from St. Albert. 40 seconds gone in it. Dale Ross walks a player and feeds that one up ahead for Goodwin, your goal scorer. Goodwin cuts into the slot, takes that shot just wide of the glove side. Goodwin behind the net for Bogdan. We're getting a whistle here. I believe the net is off its moorings. Bit of a break for the Raiders as St. Albert was looming in their zone. And we've seen a bit of a different look from this St. Albert power play, Madison. In the first period and to end this one, when they started with the power play, there wasn't a lot of movement. And what else have you seen that's been impressed you?
Yeah, just only about 3 minutes into the second period, and it's a completely different game. The Raiders showed up this time for sure, and they're making it a lot more interesting.
And we have a Raider taken down there, and right on cue, Madison. It is a different game, and it's going to be a different look. We're going to see some 4-on-4 action here for 58 seconds. Jada Pisani heading to the box for the slash. So we take another look here. You see, just got her stick tied up in the skates and dragged her down. That face-off will be eventually won by the Raiders, but it's controlled by the Slash, who are just looking to clear that puck out. Santos in a battle with Schroeder. And Wiltshire will come in for help. Dangerous play there, and that's going to be a penalty coming up to Sherfield. Took Ali Reich hard into the box, and it's one of the only ways to stop Reich, who's a speedster. But it's illegal, and now we're going to see the ever-odd 4-on-3. Ice is really going to open up in this one. 38 seconds remaining in the penalty to Sydney Trotter. And now Krista Scurfield's going to be there as well. Face-off won by the Slash. Smith, who controls it at the point, she's going to go down for Goodwin. Plenty of time here, no need to take an unnecessary shot. They're just waiting for the right lane to open up. Goodwin on the right circle, takes that shot and goes top shelf. Where Mama keeps the cookies, glove side on Lawrence, who had no chance at stopping that one.
And that's her second of the game. She's definitely looking to keep her momentum from last year alive.
Let's take a look here at the Tim Hortons replay, and you see good movement on the power play by the Slash. They're waiting for the best available shot, and Goodwin saw the defender backing up. Lawrence cheating a bit off the post and absolutely buries that one. She's a gamer, that Jenna Goodwin. And a good shot comes in there from Kaya Borbandi. Rocky Mountain looking to respond quickly. Maltese had to be sharp there. Four-on-4 hockey right now. As another shot comes in, puck is loose for Benko, who couldn't find it in her skates. Rocky Mountain with their best two chances of the game in the last 10 seconds, but now it's St. Albert the other way. Brzozowski's shot, rebound is loose, and she collides with the goaltender, and we're gonna get a whistle. Dale Ross with the assist there. That is her third of the season early on, and we knew that she would be a staple in the St. Albert defense. Graduating players such as Uremko and Anchor gone, it's really hers to work with. 3 rookies on this blue line for St. Albert, and she's definitely not one of them. Rhodes drops it for Mepham. Gives it back to Rhodes, who makes a move. Bad angle, so she's going to take a lap behind the net. Cadu up for Ross. Back to Cadu, 2 goals last night. Shot just wide, good chance at the corner, and the net once again off its moorings. Lawrence, good job there to get back and cover the post. Jade Cadu was hovering around the net, and she was able to stretch out and make the save, and she's going to get a tap on the head from her player saying, you know what, that's my bad. As we look at the Tim Hortons replay, get a second chance there. Four-on-four action for another 35 seconds, and then the Slash will have a brief 15-second power play after. Another shot comes in, that one just wide from Boucher. Boucher, one of those players who really turned it up at the end of the year, had 16 points on the season, 8 in her first 24 games, and then 8 in her last 8 games. Hard battle there, and it'll continue as Rocky Mountain's looking to move that one up. 5 seconds remaining on the penalty to Pisani. St. Albert Slash are going to be on the man advantage. Ross over to Mepham. She has Pisani. Took a little too long to read that pass from Mepham, and Pisani would have had a chance coming out of the box, something that we already saw Rocky Mountain with earlier this game. Keyser takes his shot, and that one's just a little wide. Scurfield out of the box for Rocky Mountain. Back to 5-on-5 action here. 14:20 remaining. Pedham Sand rubbed out there by McDonald, and Rocky Mountain's going to have to try and clear this puck one more time. Up ahead for Matthews, who tries to separate herself from the defender, but Jenna Goodwin coming in defensively. Jenna Goodwin has been the offense for this St. Albert team tonight. Other than the goal scoring, what else have we seen from Jenna that you've liked?
Yeah, she's been all over the ice tonight. She's been super aggressive, getting that puck wherever she needs to be.
She's going to continue to do so with a chance to complete the hat trick. Rocky Mountain here now with some sustained pressure in the St. Albert zone. It's Wiltshire behind the net. She's going to move that backhand. Puck is loose. Chance for Rocky Mountain to close the gap in this one. Trotter coming down in a pinch. And now it'll be Goodwin that comes out with it. Gets it over Pisani. Pisani just turns and fires that one. And that's going to come back into the St. Albert zone, as that is an icing against Pisani. Not a lot of whistles this period. We've seen a lot of fast-paced play. Other than the penalties, it's been outstanding hockey so far this period. Face-off win by Benko. Gets it over to Santos, whose shot is steered aside. Puck is loose in front of the net. A couple whacks at it from Rocky Mountain, but they can't capitalize. Rocky Mountain with some of their best hockey they've played so far this game. Really see them starting to move their feet and move the puck as well, as that one just skips out. Chance there. Danger, as nobody was back for the Raiders. Kaya Borbandi tried to send that pass across to Benko, but about 10 feet in the air, you weren't going to hit her stick there. Croson unable to control that one, and St. Albert once again is going to remain in possession. Brzozowski, she's going to toe the line herself, and that's going to be an offsides. Bit of a jump there from Cadu, who really thought the pass was coming from Brzozowski. An extra move at the line just brought her offside. 12:08 remaining here in the second period, nearing the halfway mark of this game. It's 2-0 for the St. Albert Slash. Shots are 14-9. Rocky Mountain starting to close the gap. Cadu works that one to the center of the ice. Rhodes disrupted. Good play there by Rocky Mountain. Puck lost in the feet of Hobbs. It'll be St. Albert that comes out with it. Cadu finds that left side. Dale Ross couldn't pull the trigger there. And that one left the zone, so we're going to get a face-off. I believe the puck touched the netting, so this one will remain in the Rocky Mountain zone. Face-off will come to the left of Lawrence, who's been sharp tonight. She's turned aside 12 of the 14 shots she's faced, and almost all of them in high-quality danger opportunities. McDonald below the goal line for Keyser. Boucher in to help out. Rubbed out a player there, and that's going to be a penalty coming up against Bronwyn Boucher. The Rocky Mountain Raiders are going to get another chance on the power play here. And tensions are starting to rise here as we saw a bit of a hit there. And Boucher paying the price here as we look at the Tim Hortons replay. See her come in hard for the puck and just gets the legs out from under a Rocky Mountain Raider. That'll be called 10 times out of 10. And that's actually going to be a 4-minute penalty to Boucher. So now with just 11:06 remaining in the second period, Rocky Mountain has a glorious chance to not only get 1, but 2 goals and tie this thing up. Puck lost under a body. We're going to get another face-off coming here. St. Albert going to make changes defensively. Bogdan and Goodwin coming in for Keyser and McDonald. Face-off eventually won by the Raiders, but a bouncing pass, and Elliott was unable to control that one. Raiders will gain center and send it into the slash zone. They're going to try and clear that one out. It's up and toeing the line there is Elliott. Good job to keep that puck onside. Rocky Mountain working hard for this one. They need a shot on net, and Bandy will try to deliver that one, but it was a bouncing puck. Another shot comes in. Glove saved by Maltese.
Great play by the Raiders there, that last shot there.
Finally, some sustained pressure. They've seen a lot more of it in this period, and they paid off with a good quality chance on net. 3:20 remaining here on the power play. Double minor to Bronwyn Boucher. Face-off coming to the right of Maltese. And it will be won by St. Albert. Meffam first on it. And she will be able to clear that puck. Just bounced over the stick of Santos. Grinnell runs through Santos but misses the puck, and now a chance coming out the other way. Wiltshire couldn't handle that pass cleanly. She's met there by Smith. And Smith will clear that puck. Rocky Mountain's got to get reestablished in the St. Albert zone. They were doing such a good job the first 35 seconds of this power play, and they haven't been able to get anything since, as that one is offside, and the shot comes in after the whistle. .239 left to go on the power play. Just one shot on goal so far on this one. Rocky Mountain working out of their own zone. Stretch pass up ahead for Benko. She lost that one in her skates. It's Kaya Borbandi coming in, though. She leaves it for Trotter. Back to Borbandi. Tried that stretch pass, but hit the skate it could do. Rocky Mountain's got time here to pick their shot, and they do, as that one rings off the post. That one went through Maltese, hit the post. Can't come much closer than that for the Raiders. Rocky Mountain will retreat and get set up. Stretch pass up ahead. Welby left all alone. Sorry, that was Benko. Benko had a couple of passing options, waited a little too long there. The puck will stay in the zone. For Bandy, for Williams. Across to Elliott. Elliott has a lane, takes that shot and just wide. Minute and a half left here to go on the power play. Raiders starting to get it together. Elliott, that shot doesn't find its way and hits Benko in front. Kick pass there to Elliott. And a shot comes in once again wide. And Rocky Mountain's got to hit the net. That's 3 or 4 shots in this power play that have come in, but just wide. You got to test Maltese, who hasn't been overly busy in net. Kaylee Clouston, first-year player for the Raiders. Can't get that shot through. Point to point, another shot from Trotter, blocked once again. Less than a minute to go here on the power play for the Raiders. That shot tipped on net once again wide. And what are you seeing out of this St. Albert penalty kill that is giving the Raiders so many problems so far in this?
Yeah, they've been able to set themselves up for some great scoring chances, just haven't been able to seal the deal yet.
And we have a chance. Here's Elliott, takes a shot. Puck is loose, rebound is saved. Bench is cheering for the Raiders. They thought that one went in. Take a look here at the Tim Hortons replay. And you see 3 bodies all staring at the puck carrier. No one paying attention to the help coming in, and a glorious chance there by the Raiders. Puck worked along the boards. It's McKibben. 10 seconds left to go in the penalty to Boucher. She's itching to get back out there. And we'll get another whistle here as that puck is frozen along the boards. St. Albert doing anything they can just to kill the rest of the time off this penalty, as Rocky Mountain has had a bevy of chances, but they've just come up short. Penham Sand wins the face-off to Trotter. They got to get a shot on net quickly. As that puck leaves the zone, Bronwyn Boucher can't get out of the box fast enough. Saw a little bit of daylight there, almost a dangerous play, flipping it back to no one. Williams. She'll play that one off the glass, but not out. Both teams not willing to give up anything. They don't want to play too high on the puck and create a chance the other way, especially if you're Rocky Mountain, down 2 goals in this one, but they've really tightened the gap now. Shots 14-13. They were separated as many by 9 earlier in this game, but Rocky Mountain, no quit in this team. Face-off will be won by them. Santos, initial pass doesn't find its way there. Pressure stays on as Ingram, who had a glorious chance early in this one, tries to walk in around Pisani but can't. Raiders going to work below the goal line. It's Ingram. Jenna Goodwin coming out with it. She's got 2 in this one. Bogdan with her, and that's going to be called offside. As good defensive play there for Krista Scurfield. She forced Bogdan to make the extra move at the line, which pushed Goodwin offside. And you see just by a hair Goodwin on the Tim Hortons replay. Benko, she's been a horse for this Raiders team so far. Can't get a shot off there. Oh, Madison, what are the Raiders going to have to do in this one to try to get on the board? They've had opportunities. They've had shots. Is it just bad puck luck?
Yeah, right. Like you've been saying, they've been setting themselves up for some amazing opportunities. They just haven't been able to dial in that shot and get it. A lot of their shots have been going wide.
And it's a good first start for Mabel Maltese. Her first as a member of the St. Albert Slash. She's got a donut going so far as Hall comes in, tries to pick the corner. Puck is loose. Lawrence with the initial glove save, couldn't get it clean. Just got enough of it to keep it out of the net. Benko working in. Tried to find Croson, but that puck hopped off her stick, and now it's St. Albert coming back the other way. Schroeder, she's got Grinnell in front. That pass can't find its way through. Good stick in the lane by the Raiders. Abby Borbandi will clear that puck. Now St. Albert's going to have to reset as they make a change. Lisis has options. Finds Brzezowski. Brzezowski trips over her own feet there trying to make a move, but is able to get that puck in the Rocky Mountain zone. Cadu behind her net. Rubbed out along the boards there, and another body falls on the ice. Reps keeping the whistles tight this one. Pisani being worked along the boards. Rocky Mountain trying to get something established here in the St. Albert zone. Puck and a skate, and Trotter, she's going to flip it to the open corner. Nobody's there, but St. Albert will get to the puck first, and it's a foot race to it. Rhodes against Trotter. Rhodes will try to bump Trotter off the puck. Hauls her down there, no call. Shot comes in off the outside of the post. And that one will be a penalty as Rhodes couldn't help herself there. Already rubbed out Trotter earlier in the play, and this time it'll be called. And I'm sorry, it's going to be Trotter who's actually going to the bench. Something I must have missed there. It had looked to me like the initial shot was given by St. Albert. We'll take a look here at the Tim Hortons replay. Oh, as you see, yeah, Trotter went in for the hit. Bit of a curious one there, almost didn't need to be called. But now St. Albert will get another crack at the power play and a chance to really start pulling away. 2 minutes. McDonald working on the left side. She's got time to set up. 3:11 left to go in the second frame. Up to the point for Meffam. DDD to Ross. Back to Meffam. St. Albert doing a good job here at passing. They're waiting for the right shot lane to open up. They got plenty of time to work with. As Ross fakes that one for Meffam. Meffam will take that one off behind the net. Maybe a bit of a set play. Missed the net. Ross leaves it for Keyser. Keyser, that shot high and wide. Meffam up for Ross. Fakes the shot and goes back to Keyser. Keyser, cross ice for Meffam. Meffam tries to uncork another one. She's had 2 shots in this power play, and neither one of them have reached the goaltender. St. Albert, 45 seconds left in the power play. They've spent the entire time in this Rocky Mountain zone as finally a shot comes through from Ross, and Lawrence will stop that one. Saw a lot of passing on display that last sequence, about a minute 20 of just straight action from the St. Albert Slash, and the Rocky Mountain Raiders penalty kill holds on. Borbandi will flip that one out easily, has been the best player on the ice for the Raiders tonight. 25 seconds left here. St. Albert trying to get something going. They have Bogdan over to Goodwin. But Greneau will just be a step offside. A bit of a break there for the Raiders as St. Albert had numbers coming back the other way. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the second frame. 18 seconds left to go on the penalty to Sydney Trotter. Face-off won by the Raiders. That one will be flipped on net, and Maltese will leave it there for the defender. Pisani, outlets pass to Greenow, gets there, tries to leave it for Goodwin. Goodwin has a girl one-on-one. Goodwin tripped up, and she's going to fall into the boards there. Laboring a little bit. Still down, but she is getting up. And finally, we're going to have a whistle here as Goodwin, who's been a dominant force for the St. Albert Slash tonight, she's doubled over heading to the bench. Bit of an awkward spill into the boards there. Back to 5-on-5 hockey here. Raiders do a good job of killing off another St. Albert power play. They'll win the faceoff. Kaya Borbandi, she'll move in there, getting worked on by Allie Reich. Reich taking a bit of a liberty with the stick there to Borbandi. Unable to clear their own zone, and Benko is going to work against Lisis, but wisely gets it over to her D partner. Touch pass over to Reich. Reich's got Hall behind her. Reich tries to center that one, doesn't find its way through Borbandi. Kaya, that is, with the block. McDonald centering pass, floater on net. We have a player dumped in front, and looked like Williams with the initial shove. Schroeder still on the ice, just getting up for St. Albert. Be interesting to see if we get coincidentals here. And it doesn't appear so. It looks like it's going to be the Raiders getting the only penalty, and things are starting to get rough here at the Go Auto Arena. Take another look at the Tim Hortons replay. And tempers are flaring on this Raiders squad. They've done a good job at killing penalties so far in this one, but it's hard to get back on the board when you're constantly down a girl. And this period might just end the same way the first one did, with St. Albert on the power play. They might come back to one unless they can capitalize here in the next 43 seconds. That's all the time we got left here in the second. Taking a look down the players' tunnel, you see Jenna Goodwin talking to the trainer. She's got her helmet off, standing on her own power, so that is a good sign. We'll see if she can make her way back in this one. Very important key in this St. Albert offense. Hall puts it to the empty corner, and Raiders get there first and clear. 30 seconds left to go in the second period. One last chance here for the Slash before the end, and it's Dale Ross. Finds Kelsey Hall, and that'll be just offside. Rocky Mountain catching a break as Santos took a spill at the line. Would have been numbers coming in for St. Albert. Yeah, Madison, you said earlier in this game that these teams were playing like they didn't really like each other, and I think that theme has continued. Be a question on whether the coaches will have a discussion with their teams and say, hey, we need to start to calm this down, as another shot comes in. That one was Wiltshire. Chance right at the end for the Raiders, and St. Albert's just going to watch time expire here, and they'll go to the third period with a 2-0 lead, and they'll have 1 minute and 17 seconds of power play time to work with when they come back. Madison, what is Rocky Mountain going to have to do to continue to push and get on the board?
Yeah, well, they've been mostly working a girl down, like you've been saying. So in order to come back, they're going to have to relax on the penalties a little bit and get an even playing field to keep going.
Discipline a huge factor in this one, as 40 minutes are down here at the Go Auto Arena. On the behalf of myself, Wyatt Ziegert, Madison Gummo, my color, Rob Zitlau, our director, and Kevin Kyle, the wonderful man on the replays. This is an ICU Video Productions Procast, and we'll be back in just a few. third period about to get underway between the St. Albert Slash and the Rocky Mountain Raiders. My name is Wyatt Ziegler on behalf of Madison Gummo, my color person. Kevin Kyle, our replays, and Rob Zitlow, our director. This is an ICU Video Productions Procast. We saw the St. Albert Slash pull away a little bit in this one. A couple of glorious chances going both ways as we take a look at the Tim Hortons replay. It was the Raiders early on who had a couple of shots, but unable to solve Mabel Maltese in this one. Another look here from Sydney Benko, who put on a beautiful display of hands, but unfortunately for her, 4 bodies there is not much room to work with. And here is Jenna Goodwin. Power play goal in this one. Top cheddar, popping the water bottle over Haley Lawrence. And she's got both of the goals for St. Albert tonight, but Madison, we saw a bit of a scary play near the end of the period with her as well.
Yeah, Raider and her were skating for the puck, and she happened to slip awkwardly. She took a while to get up, but she did skate off on her own, so we'll see if she comes back out.
And it looks like she should be good to go. She's going to take the opening face-off for this one, looking for the hat trick. They all look the same from up here, you know? Opening face-off there, won by the Raiders. Third period's underway. They got a minute to kill off this St. Albert power play. Late penalty by Genesee Williams. And that's been a bit of the story so far. A lot of physical play, and a lot of that physical play has resulted in penalties, and that's on both sides, but both penalty-killing units have been up to the task. The Raiders only surrendering 1 goal and what it feels like 7 or 8 opportunities for the Slash.
Yeah, this Slash team is not a team you want to be taking too many penalties against, so the Raiders are going to have to be careful coming into this third.
Yeah, it'll bite you eventually. So you got 30 seconds left to work with, and there's the aforementioned Goodwin on the puck. She's got 2 goals in this one, looking for the hat trick. Has really been the catalyst to this St. Albert Slash offense. Failed clearing attempt there by Ingram, but it eventually does go out. Dangerous play there, but looks like the Raiders will be able to kill off this penalty. Only 5 seconds left. Back to even strength now as Williams comes out of the box and Smith will retreat in her own zone. Rocky Mountain was making a change, and Ali Reich almost sprung for the breakaway. Smith's shaking her head after that one. She knows she had her wide open. Face-off will come in the Slash zone to the right of Maltese. Benko on the draw for the Raiders, and it'll be won but lost eventually by the Raiders as Trotter came in to pinch. Krausen covering the point for her, and now they'll make the switch. Benko steal behind the net. And good patience by the Slash, able to get that one out. Schroeder and Reich moving 2-on-1. Schroeder has the shot, takes it, puck is loose. Ali Reich coming in for the rebound, bowls over the goaltender. Good job there by Schroeder. The St. Albert Slash have not overpassed as we take a look at the Tim Hortons replay. The lane was available for a second as we saw the defender, Trotter, kind of backed off of Reich and gave her goaltender the shot. Made Lawrence's work a lot easier on that one. Benko muscling her way down the ice. Bobbling puck in front of the St. Albert net. That'll be cleared by Pisani. Stretch pass for Hall, just out of reach. And Trotter will get there first. Takes a weird hop off the stanchion. And now a chance here coming for the Raiders. Benko one-on-one against Pisani. Makes a move. Draws her to the middle. Blocked by Pisani. Great defensive effort from Pisani. And another display of those hands from Sydney Benko. She had 18 goals last year. There's an example of why. Just unable to get that one through the defender. And for the Raiders, down 2-0 right now, but they only need 1 shot to really get back in this game. Clouston battling in there. Puck will come free. Ashley Cayley giving chase, but can't connect as the Raiders are going to move it back in. Cayley Clouston takes that shot, knocked the stick out of the hand of Rhodes. And it's a pick by the Raiders as they're trying to get something set up here. Puck in between a bunch of feet. Good luck finding it. And Clouston tries to fire one off, but mishandled. Elliott coming out from behind her net. Welby will gain center all the way in the left circle. Tried to tip that one onto Ingram. Ingram's had herself a night. She's been all over the ice for the Raiders. Puck still loose. The battle's ensuing. 4 bodies in there. And it's Rocky Mountain that'll come out with it. Skirfield winds up, fires that one. Doesn't reach the net, about 5 feet to the left of it. Pass comes in. Ross just onside, pinching in. She is a defenseman, but she has a lot of offensive prowess. DDD pass doesn't reach there, but it is a pick by Keyser. Keyser, great defensive player for the St. Albert Slash. Had a goal in the opening game Friday. Lisis gets that one in there. McDonald at the top of the left circle. She's working. She's got a couple players staring at her. It's Ingram working right on her. Ingram still going to work against a couple of different Slash players, and she will eventually get that out. Great individual effort there by her. Slash gain the zone one more time, and it'll be Goodwin behind the net looking for that puck. Stuck on the back of the net. Schofield all over her. Up front was Bogdan, and that one just left on its heel. Goodwin once again on the puck. She's in the slot. She's going to try to fire that one, but it's going to hit a body and go to the corner. And you see she's looking for that third of the night. And she's on the puck once again, but she's got to get it to settle down. Drops that for Bogdan. Bogdan winds up, fires, rebound is loose and off to the corner. Matthews comes out with it for the Raiders. Matthews working 2-on-1. She's got help. It's McKibben on the right side. Tries to find her and just couldn't. St. Albert, once again, active sticks in the lane. Disrupted another chance for the Raiders. The Raiders have been playing the Slash significantly tighter, and I think a lot of that, Madison, has been the physical play. It's resulted in a few penalties going both ways, but it has really slowed down the Slash's offense. They're a team that just loves to skate, and when you got to worry about the body all the time, it's hard to really start picking up a full head of steam. Ross tried to find Meffin, but couldn't corral that one, and Krausen get it behind the net for Borbandi, and that's going to be a penalty to Allie Reich. The physical play continues here.
Yeah, aside from penalties, we haven't seen too many whistles this game, but the penalties have been a lot.
You're 100% correct. It feels like we go 5 or 6 minutes in between a whistle, and then when it does come, somebody's heading to the box.
Exactly.
Now 13:45 remaining here, third period. Raiders on the power play. Once again, they're unable to capitalize so far in this one. Let's see if things change. Clausen on the right side. She's going to work behind the net. One hand on the stick. She's got options. It's Hobbs at the top of the left circle. Goes down, and a bit of a rush play there from the Raiders. Hobbs had time, and she could have found either one of two options at the point, but tried to force that one in low. And we're going to get another penalty. Stop me if you've heard that one before. It'll be Jocelyn Elliott going to the box, and that's going to even things up here as we take a look, and just leaned on Brooklyn Schroeder and took her down. That's a penalty for being stronger than her opponent, I think. Not a lot of a push there. I know she's not exactly Chris Pronger, but that's something you used to see a lot out of Chris Pronger was someone would go in for the hit, he would bounce him off like a bumper car, and then he'd end up going to the box, and I think that's a little bit what happened to the Raiders, and it kills a glorious chance to get back in this game on the power play. 4-on-4 action will continue here for about 1:10, and then Slash will get a brief 30-second power play. Cadoo's pass picked at the blue line. Benko almost had a chance to walk in there, and now she does. Benko, she's going to work against Pisani. Pisani's giving her the shot. Tried to go for the pass to Borbandi, and it was just out of reach. Good defense there from Bronwyn Boucher. And if you're the Raiders, you got to start shooting pucks. They have yet to register a shot on goal so far this period. It's been about 7.5 minutes gone. Benko had a chance to get there first and overpassed. And now it's Ross picking that pass. She'll move into the slot, dropped it for Mepham. Ross and McDonald to make a switch as McDonald was filling in at the blue line for her. Two Rocky Mountain players collide, but they do end up with the puck. Benko once again making a little move around Ross. She really likes that toe drag. That's probably the third or fourth time I've seen her go to that one so far today. And as a body comes out of the box, maybe a little bit of a preemptive, that one's going to be icing. Now the Raiders are going to have 36 seconds to kill off of the penalty. They're going to get the draw in the offensive zone for the Slash. Officials are having a discussion, though. We'll have a word with the timekeeping booth here. I believe they might be sending Ali Reich back to the box for another second. And that's exactly what's going to happen. I think they're saying the timekeeper will let the clock run a little too long. And now a chance for Reich to step out of the box. Interesting to see if the Raiders are going to be watching for her behind the play, as we've seen a couple of times so far tonight. Someone steps out of the box and almost has a glorious chance on net. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Raiders pound that one in. Pedham Sam behind the net, rubbed out there by Smith, and that's going to be another penalty. Have you been keeping track? I don't think you have enough fingers.
Yeah, the penalties there's way too many to keep track of, but they definitely need to dial it in if they want to come back here for the Raiders.
And for Smith, she's shaking her head. That's her second of the night, and Rocky Mountain catches a break. They took a bad penalty, one that 50-50 called, and now they're going to go back onto the 4-on-4. They'll get another chance at the power play in about 15 seconds when Jocelyn Elliott walks out of the box. Wiltshire, left circle, watched by Goodwin. Gets it up to the point for Scurfield. Point shot goes in, no tip in front, random, and what a shot by Wiltshire! Maltese unable to control the rebound, and Wiltshire rips that one home just under the bar. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for Rocky Mountain. Take a look here at the Tim Hortons power play. You saw Jenna Goodwin took a bit of a spill. She's out of position. The shot comes in. Maltese moving left to right, unable to corral it originally. And a beautiful chance for Rocky Mountain finished off. And not just the goal, but the timing of that goal as Jocelyn Elliott steps out of the box now. 3 seconds left on the 4-on-4. So that means Rocky Mountain will remain on the power play. And it's a brand new hockey game now. Guess what we have, Madison?
What?
Another penalty.
There's not a surprise.
It's going to be Trotter going to the box. I believe that's her second or third of the night. And just when the wind was back behind the sails, They're heading to the box once again, so it's going to be 4-on-4 here for 1:18, and then the Slash will have a brief power play. It'll be about 40 seconds. Face-off won by the Raiders. Abby Borbandi trying to get that one out of her own zone. She can't. Mepham's pass for Allie Reich just a little out of reach, and now Rocky Mountain will gain possession. Ross pinching in. Top of the left circle, takes that shot. Good push away there. And we're going to have another penalty coming to the Rocky Mountain Raiders. Undisciplined action here tonight at the Go Auto Arena. And the timekeepers have their hands full. Take a look at the Tim Hortons replay here. And yeah, that's just undisciplined. A cross check to the back. There was traffic in front of the goaltender, but you gotta lay off there, especially when the puck's in the corner and nowhere near your goalie. And we're gonna have a timeout called here. I'm not sure if it was by the Raiders or the Slash, but it's a much needed break for the Raiders here as they need to really regroup, refocus. It seemed like it was a brand new game. They scored a goal, they're going on the power play, and then 2 penalties in 40 seconds has completely turned it on its heel. And now the St. Albert Slash are gonna have a 4-on-3 for 37 seconds. And then when Smith comes out of the box, it's gonna be a 5-on-3 for nearly a minute, and then still an extra minute of power play time after that. With just 10:07 left here to go, there's not a lot of time left for the Raiders to try to crawl back.
Yeah, Wyatt, after that first goal, it seemed like there might be a momentum change in the works, but like you just said, these last 2 penalties might have just killed that.
And if you're the Raiders, it's the physical style of play that has kept them in this game, and you don't want to shy away from that, but you also have to pick your spots. Speaking of picking spots, we got Jenna Goodwin out there. She has 2 goals tonight. Now it's Clouston moving in against Ross. Clouston can't get the steps, so she's going to have to go behind the net. Good job of Ross to force her to the outside. 10 seconds left to go on the 4-on-3. Smith will hop out of the box and make this a 2-man advantage for the Slash. Bogdan has Goodwin. Goodwin's taking a look. Doesn't need to rush anything here. They got plenty of time to work with. As she tries to send one in, goes off the skate of Bogdan, who was loose in front. If she was able to get a stick on that, would have been a glorious chance to put the Slash up 2 again.
2 minutes of cross check, 10:07.
Puck frozen along the boards. Going to get another face-off here. Let's take a look at the Tim Hortons replay. Another chance for Jenna Goodwin. That was kicked out. It was a good save originally, but the puck remained loose, and Rocky Mountain gets away with one. Referee didn't like the drop, so we're going to get a redo on that one. 26 seconds left to go in the penalty to Trotter. She'll step out and make it a 5-on-4. The puck is frozen along the side of the net. Wise decision by the goaltender. Bit of words being exchanged behind the net there. Kelsey Hall getting in the face Jocelyn Elliott. St. Albert wins the faceoff. Allie Reich working with it, drops it for the defenseman Smith. D to Ross. Back to Smith. Smith winds up, fires that one, tipped on net and wide. Completely changed the angle of that puck. Trotter's going to step out of the box. It's back to 5-on-4. The shot comes in off the post for Kelsey Hall. Another shot in it, a save by Mo. .25 seconds later, left to go in the man advantage. And It's about to get even longer. And the parade to the penalty box continues. Everybody grab a float and get going. The Raiders, once again, as we take another look here on the Tim Hortons replay, flatten her like a panini fresh from St. Albert's Tim Hortons. Goodwin, a face-off win. The 5-on-3 is back for the Slash. 20 seconds to work with. All the time in the world to draw something up. Pisani over to Goodwin. Goodwin takes that shot. Glove save. Didn't have a full handle on that, Lawrence, but was able to recover and get the save. And Goodwin, she's got a trigger finger and it's itchy. Take another look at the replay. Pass was just a little behind and she had to stop up and get set for the shot. If she was able to get that off on the one time, almost certain it would have hit the back of the net. Bogdan's calm for the puck. Goodwin takes that shot over to the other side. Bogdan another crack at it but can't make contact. Abby Borbandi out of the box for the Raiders, and we're going to have a penalty coming to Jaden Bogdan. The rough stuff continues here. And after never having a whistle for about 8 minutes, we've had about 10 in the last 2. So we'll go back to 4-on-4. Jaden Bogdan's going to pick up a penalty. I'm not sure if they're going to call that a rough or a cross check. But either way, it was a no-no. And St. Albert's in the box, and we're back to 4-on-4 hockey. St. Albert doing a tremendous job of keeping the Raiders in this game. Every time it looks like they have a chance to pull away, there's a mistake made or a penalty taken, and it's kind of went both ways, but undisciplined all the way around. And you can just tell these are two teams that don't like each other.
Yeah, as predicted in the first period, this game has definitely become quite physical.
Raiders trying to get out of their own zone. Just Jocelyn Elliott on it. Pass there for Clouston, just a little behind. Hit her in the skates, and now Kelsey Hall, who rang the post earlier in that power play, she'll get it in, drop it to Reich. Reich, second shot at it, couldn't hit the bouncing puck. And the Raiders will clear. Not enough for icing, and Mepham will get there first. Hall over to Ross. Pass ahead for Schroeder out of reach, and Trotter's going to get there first for the Raiders. Stops up behind her own net. 20 seconds left to go on the 4-on-4. Trotter up for Matthews. That pass doesn't reach her, but Trotter gets her own pass back. Working one hand on the stick. Great defense there from Brzezowski, and a tip by Hobbs just goes wide. Dangerous chance here, and here's some more dangers. Benko comes in, backhand shot, scores by Hobbs. Claire Hobbs never gave up on the play. Got a second opportunity, and we got a tie game here. What a job by the Raiders. They never gave up in this one, and now they've tied it at 2 with just 6:30 left to go. Take a look here at the Tim Hortons replay. Sydney Benko once again walks around a St. Albert defender, puts that puck on net, didn't go overpass, and Claire Hobbs buries it. Those are two new players to this team, but quite familiar with each other, both coming over from the Calgary Fire this offseason. Brand new hockey game. For St. Albert, they got to be a little disappointed. They had a couple of chances here to put the nail in the coffin, but the Raiders a breath of fresh air now, and relief is they've tied this one up with just 6 minutes to go. Welby working along the boards. Momentum on the side of the Raiders. Borbandi picks that pass, trying to get it on net. Puck is loose, and it'll remain in the possession of the Raiders. So that'll go down as a power play goal for Claire Hobbs. Sydney Benko will get the assist. Cadu tries to clear but can't. Rhodes going coast to coast by herself, tries to take that shot, and that'll be deflected out of play. Madison, we were sitting here, a 2-0 hockey game. You thought you can almost start planning the celebrations after, but no, the Rocky Mountain Raiders never gave up.
Yeah, they killed multiple penalties, almost a countless amount actually, and they were able to come back and tie the game.
And give them credit, they never left the game plan, which was to play physical and play hard. It's hard to keep up with the legs of St. Albert, but they've sure done a tremendous job at slowing them down in this one, and they've been rewarded for their hard work. 2-2 hockey game. Behind the net now, Meffam working against a couple of Raiders players. Keyser comes in to help out, and she's able to get that puck loose, but not for long as it's pinned back into the boards. Time is precious here as we tick under 5 minutes to go in the third period. And that'll be an icing going against the Slash, and they'll have to work out of their own zone, something that they've been doing quite a bit this last 5 minutes or so. Face off to the left of Malte will be won by the Slash. Pisani trying to clear that one out. Couldn't get enough mustard on it, though, and comes to Bogdan at the half boards. Bogdan, real gamer. She's out there battling, and she's going to step around a defender, and she's got a 2-on-1 developing here. She's got Grinnell. Bogdan takes that shot, saved by goaltender Lawrence. She's getting some daps from the players. Just saved her team the game. Take another look here. Bogdan had the pass open at first, but good defense in front of her own goaltender. That was Alicia Santos who took away the passing option, forced Bogdan into a shot, and anytime you can force the shot instead of the pass option, it's going to make their goaltender's life a heck of a lot easier. Goodwin, she's got both goals for the Slash tonight. Can she get a third and pull them ahead? She's on the puck now, but Benko's watching her. Goodwin does a lap to pick up some steam. Surrounded by 3 Rocky Mountain Raiders, and she gets it up to Pisani. Pisani shot tipped and just wide. St. Albert's done a good job of getting shots in, but unfortunately, they haven't reached the net for the most part, and when they have, rebounds haven't been there. And keep the box open. Your goal scorer for the Slash, Jenna Goodwin. She gets caught with the trip there. And now, with just 3:42 remaining, the Rocky Mountain Raiders are going to go to the power play with a chance to take their first lead of the night. Taking a tumble at the line there was Borbandi, and Hall is going to try and make her pay for it, but that pass is just behind Reich, and now it's Rocky Mountain come up the other way. Welby steps in on the right side. She's staring at Lisis. That puck tipped on net, but wide. Stick in front is swatted away by a Rocky Mountain player. A little bit of gamesmanship, and she keeps going at it. That's Allie Reich who lost the stick on the play, and she's shaking her hands as a shot comes in, but it's blocked. Rebound is there for Schroeder, and she overskated the puck. Matthews in behind the defense, can't handle that pass cleanly. What a chance for Rocky Mountain that would have been. Battle for the puck, and we might see another whistle here as Jade Cadu just wants to kill as much time off this power play as possible. "55 seconds ticked off this power play. Raiders yet to get a shot on net. They have a couple of attempts, but nothing has reached Maltese yet. Face-off won by the Raiders. Santos at the top of the point. She'll send that to the half boards. Back to Santos. Back down to Pedham Sand. A bit of back and forth there. McKibben up to Scurfield. Back to McKibben. Good job there by Schroeder. Stole that puck off her stick. and she's going to run for a change. Rocky Mountain getting started behind their own net. They got 30 seconds to work with on the power play. 2-2 hockey game here at the Go Auto Arena. Pisani will pound that one back in, stopped by the goaltender Lawrence. Boucher going to get there first. Bit of rough stuff behind the net. She's got Keyser. Keyser's got Boucher in front of the net. She's hauled down hard, but Boucher comes up with the puck. 9 seconds left to go on the penalty kill, and it's been a good kill for the Slash. They've been working hard in the Raiders zone now. Goodwin out of the box, back to 5-on-5 here. Kaylee Clouston working up the left side of the ice. Clouston. She's going to take a step behind the net. She's going to look for Hobbs in front. Hobbs tied this game up just moments ago. Boucher has Goodwin. Boucher tried to leave that one in front for her. A bit of a listful pass there. And Rocky Mountain's going to end up with a puck on their stick. Abby Werbandy, that pass picked by Bogdan. Bogdan, sharp angle shot and a save there by Lawrence. All the credit to Lawrence. She had 2 goals allowed in her first 10 shots, and she's been solid since. As we take another look at the Tim Hortons replay, and Jaden Bogdan just picks off Werbandy, but unable to beat the goaltender. That shot blocked on the way to the net. Goodwin had a chance in front. Less than a minute to go here. 2-2 hockey game. Shots 26-14. The Slash have it in the Raiders zone. It's Goodwin behind the net. Tries to center that one to Grinnell, but the goaltender Lawrence saw it coming and stole it from her before she got the chance. The Slash came into this period with a 2-0 lead. They've seen that evaporate, but they haven't stopped skating, and that is a good sign going into the rest of this period and even the overtime. For the Raiders, this could be their second overtime in 2 nights. That's a lot of hockey for these girls. Bouncing puck, who can follow it, and Allie Reich comes up with it, but she's burned by Schofield. And it's Welby. Rough stuff in the corner there. Referees missed it, and we're going to get that penalty. Interesting call here. We'll see. It looks just to be Rocky Mountain. Schroeder had given a shot in at the end of the play, but it looks like the referees are only going to take one. Take another look here at the Tim Hortons replay. I'm going to be honest with you, Madison. I'm not seeing a penalty there.
Yeah, I got to agree with you, Wyatt.
I had thought that the call was going to go on Schroeder, who had given the shot, and there's another shot from Schroeder, and she's upset. Physical stuff has been whistle to whistle here. We only got 12 seconds left to go in this period. The Slasher on a power play, and there's a bit of a conversation going now between Trotter and the officials. I think she was looking for a call. Schroeder giving the extra shot there, and they're going to line up beside each other now. Face-off won by the Slash. 10 seconds left to go here on the power play. Chance, one more, and what a clear. Good job by the Raiders. They're able to kill off the rest of this period, and they're going to head to overtime for the second time in 2 nights. We'll start the overtime with some 4-on-4 hockey that should open up the ice for 5 minutes, and then some 3-on-3 hockey after that. And if that solves nothing, we're going to a shootout. So now it's a chance for the skaters to really get out there, move their legs. I mean, most of this game has been 4-on-4 or 4-on-3, so they should be used to the style of play by now. Both head coaches drawing up some plays as we take a look at some of the Tim Hortons replays from this period. And that's the goal by Jenna Goodwin in the second frame. That's what put the Slash up. originally, and what a beautiful play again, and another save. I can't say enough about the goaltending that we've seen from Rocky Mountain today. Haley Lawrence has just stood on her head all night. She has been one of, if not the best player on the ice for the Raiders. And that's nothing against her counterpart, Mabel Maltese, who's had a bit of an easier night. Shots haven't been updated in a little while, so I'm going to say it's closer to 27-20. We take another couple looks here at the replays. And here's this goal that eventually tied things up. Sydney Benko, a great individual effort, and it was Hobbs at the end of that, pulled that puck on her backhand. Goaltender, no chance at it. Credit due where credit's due when it comes to the Rocky Mountain Raiders. They could have easily been slumping around out there, down 2-0. Game seemingly almost had a hand with less than 5 minutes to go, but they never gave up. They kept their pedal to the metal, able to tie this one, and now they have their most important penalty kill of the night. This on what is likely their 10th or 11th. And it's Hall who has it to start. She gets it to Ross. That pass, Aaron. And it'll go all the way back down to the St. Albert zone. Goaltender will settle that puck down for Ross. Lead pass for Reich. She's going to walk into the zone herself. She'll take a look. She's got Ross at the point. She's also got Smith at the opposite. Watch out for Kelsey Hall, who's creeping onto her one-time size. That shot comes in. Rebound. Kicks out to Riley Smith, who gets it over to Ross, who once again is going to fake that shot and go over to Smith. Down to Reich. Reich shoved off the puck by Trotter, and Trotter, good job by Reich to get back on her feet and challenge her for it. Trotter had a good chance to clear there, but it's not going to happen. Smith bats that one out of the air and keeps it in the zone. So now we're making changes here as Ross takes a shot, not handled cleanly, and another one comes in at the end. Pushing and shoving in front of the net. Abby Borbandy with Dale Ross, and now it's Kelsey Hall getting in there as well as Riley Smith.
Yeah, well, we've been saying it all game, but I'm just going to have to reiterate. These two teams do not like each other.
And it looks like we're going to have some coincidentals here as Kelsey Hall and Abby Borbandy still giving it to each other on the way to the box. So it'll remain a 4-on-3 advantage here. 1 minute gone here in the opening overtime. Natalie Kieser will take the draw. Dale Ross is pinching in. Boucher seemed to have drawn something up for her, and now she's got to pay for the pinch, and she's going to work all the way back down. Good job by Boucher to cut off Clouston without taking an interference. Pisani. Over to Kieser. That one steered to the side of the net. Shot comes in from Scurfield. Another one to Boucher, who's unhappy right now. She took 2 hard shots on that play and nothing from the refs. Ross bobbles there and gets it over. Penalty about to expire for Rocky Mountain, and Jenna Goodwin has the puck. Goodwin tried to lead that one over to Bogdan, and now she's got it once again. She's going to work one-on-one on Trotter. Goodwin from the corner boards, still being worked on by Trotter. She's hauled down, and Rocky Mountain's going to get this one out. Sydney Benko. Benko, another toe drag there, but lost the handle at the end. Hands unable to keep up with the feet there, and St. Albert gets away with one. Welby working hard. Passes, bobbling, couldn't get all of that shot with Scurfield, and now Lisis is going to have to leave it. Smith over to Goodwin. She's got Kameo Brzozowski sneaking in behind the D. Brzozowski tries to get that one on net. Couldn't get all of it. Good defensive play by Scurfield. Halfway through this overtime now, and it's been all slash. Part of that has been the power play. Sydney Benko had a chance going the other way, but got a little too fancy and was unable to pull the trigger. Pisani floats that one in, and that'll be another save, and that'll be Lawrence's easiest one of the night. No traffic in front.
The Slash have been relentless with pressure in this overtime.
They've been great getting pucks on net. They just won't stop. And what a difference this Rocky Mountain team from last year to this year. Last year, 6-21-3. It was a younger team, a lot of learning experiences, but now you bring the group back together. A bulk of these girls all played last year together, and they brought in 3 players to help with the offense as well, and they have played the Slash about as tight as you will see. Dale Ross has to retreat and get that to her partner, Pisani. Pisani, that puck goes off the glass and out of the zone. Welby first on it for Rocky Mountain. Sends that pass to nobody, and the Slash will make changes. Santos takes a spill there, gets the puck back. She's being washed by Rhodes. Gets it up to Wiltshire, couldn't handle that one cleanly, and Schroeder's in behind the defense. She's got help on the other side. It was Rhodes who lost that puck in her skates. Pass just a little off. What a chance for St. Albert. Smith pinching in. She's going to take a walk behind the net. Tried the wraparound. Trotter cut her off there. Trotter, great job defensively tonight. Santos back over to Trotter. 1 minute left to go in the overtime. Wiltshire can't get around Meffam. Good job defensively. Gets it up to Schroeder. Schroeder has Reich with her. Schroeder cutting to the middle. Gets it to Reich before she's hauled down. Penalty coming to the Raiders. And with 41 seconds to go, the Slash are going to go back on the power play. Interference should be the call. And if you're Krista Scurfield, you're not going to like that one. The Slash will end this overtime on the power play unless they can capitalize. It'll be Reich taking the opening faceoff, 4-on-3 here. Kelsey Hall hit a post earlier in this game. She's out there now. Pisani thought about the shot, decides better and gets it to Ross. Ross takes it off the post again. Allie Reich, another shot, a save by Lawrence. Kiss your post, Haley Lawrence. Rocky Mountain can't clear. 15 seconds left to go here. Hall cutting into the slot. She'll take a look. Go over to Pisani. Winds that one. Fires and wide. Can Ross keep it in? And she can. 5 seconds. You got to get a shot on net. Takes that one and it goes extremely wide. And that's going to do it here for the overtime. Ross, her hands over her head. She knows she missed that one. Had a clear lane to the net, but unable to capitalize. Take another look here at the Tim Hortons replays. She throws a pumpkin spiced muffin over to the left side, and not going to get much easier than that for Lawrence, as she didn't even have to make a move on the puck. Both teams getting set here. Once again, Rocky Mountain in this situation last time. They fell in the shootout yesterday to the Calgary Fire. We'll see if the turntables can turn in this one. If you're the Slash, without a question, you got to get Jenna Goodwin out there for the shootout. She has just been unreal tonight. Both goals for the Slash. And for the Raiders, it's Benko all the way. Those two are the clear choices to put in the back of the net in this one. And what a start in their first ever games. Mabel Maltese and Haley Lawrence, the respective goaltenders. Welcome to the AFHL. Here's your first ever shootout. It'll be Jacqueline Elliott taking the first shot for the Raiders. Slash, the home team, electing to shoot second. Jacqueline takes the puck at the red line. Moving in, takes a look, goes to the forehand, shoots off the post! throws her head back to the sky there. Oh, so close. Take another look here at the replay. Head up all the way. Good challenge by the goaltender, Maltese, and an even better shot from Jacqueline, but just can't get it past the post. Now it's Jaden Bogdan, Canada U18 prospect, moves in, head of steam, and that one is saved. Tried to go 5-hole. Both goaltenders clean to their first shooters. Pedam-Sand moving in, fakes all the way around, drags it around the goaltender and puts it in. What a goal by Pedam-Sand. See here, came in with a full head of steam, had a plan the entire time, pulled it back, drugged the goaltender out of the net, and just buried it. And here's your goal scorer for the St. Albert Slash. She's got 2 tonight. Can she make it 3 in the shootout? Moves in, goes top corner, glove side. The deception from Jenna Goodwin tonight, that's not going to go down as a hat trick. But it'll pull her team back even with the Raiders. Third shooter with the Raiders goes, it's Asha Cayley. Moving in slow, trying to pick a spot, get the goaltender moving, and a save by Maltese. Came in a little too slow, gave the goaltender Maltese enough time to read the decision. All she had to do was slide over to her right and make the save, and she does it. And now a chance to end it here. It's Allie Reich. Reich moving on the left side. Takes a look, stops up, tried to pull it back and lost the handle. And we're going to keep going here. Fourth shooter coming out, and it's Sydney Benko. Benko an assist in this game. I'll put $5, Madison. It says she tries a toe drag.
Yeah, I'm not going to take that bet, Wyatt.
Moves to her backhand, hits the post, and it stays out. You almost made $5.
Shoot.
Fourth shooter for the Slash, it's Kelsey Hall. Rang the post at the end of the third period. Came that close to ending it. See if she can do it here. Has the goaltender moving over to the left and buries it over. This one's done. Kelsey Hall providing the finisher. And the St. Albert Slash win it 3-2 in the shootout. And for the Rocky Mountain Raiders, that's their second straight 3-2 shootout loss. You can't come much closer than that. Credit to the St. Albert Slash and the Rocky Mountain Raiders. The Slash started that third period with a 2-0 lead. We saw a slew of penalties throughout that undisciplined play. Rocky Mountain able to climb back and tie it 2-2 off the stick of Claire Hobbs, but in the end, more undisciplined play in the overtime, and the St. Albert Slash are able to walk away with this one in the shootout. Mabel Maltese picks up the win in her first career game. Her opponent to the other side, Haley Lawrence, won't get credit with the loss. It'll be the shootout loss, and you couldn't have had a much better performance than that. 31 saves off 33 shots. Absolutely dominant force in net, and this is going to be an exciting Rocky Mountain team to watch the rest of the season. Take a look here. Some of the highlights of the game. Jenna Goodwin opening things up with an absolute laser beam top shelf. And she also scores in the shootout, so really provided all of the offense tonight for St. Albert. And that'll do it here from the Go Auto Arena. My name is Wyatt Ziegler. I've been your play-by-play commentator on the behalf of Madison Gummo, my color person, Rob Zitlow, my director, and Kevin Kyle on replays. This is an ICU Video Productions Procast, and we'll be back October 26th. Just goes wide. Dangerous chance here, and here's some more dangerous. Benko comes in, backhand shot, scores by Hobbs. Claire Hobbs never left circle, watched by Goodwin. Gets it up to the point for Scurfield. Point shot goes in, no tip in front, random, and what a shot by Wiltshire. Pedem Sand moving in, fakes all the way around, drags it around. Here's your goal scorer for the St. Albert Slash. She's got 2 tonight. Can she make it 3 in the shootout? Moves in, goes top corner. Rang the post at the end of the third period. Came that close to ending it. See if she can do it here. Has the goaltender moving over to the left and bare.